But parents of a 1-year-old charged after a child found alone near 15 pounds of marijuana in a Nashville rental. Now, I'm just going to say that headline is a little bit misleading as you read into this article or whatnot, because I'm trying to figure out how a child is found near 15 pounds, and in the article you guys will see. But the parents of a 1-year-old are facing multiple charges after their child was found alone with 15 pounds of marijuana and a loaded Glock pistol inside a short-term rental in Nashville. DeSanto Haskin, 19, and Jane Snell, 18, were both arrested Tuesday afternoon by Metro Police at the Mint House on Rosa L. Parks Boulevard. Metro Police reported officers were called to location after staff said they found a child alone in a rental when they went to clean the unit. Upon arrival, officers noticed a strong smell of marijuana and located several large bags of marijuana inside a closet after conducting a prospective sweep of the unit. Authorities reported that the child, 15 pounds of marijuana and a loaded Glock pistol and more than $17,000 in cash were all found inside the unit, according to the officers. Scales and packaging material were also in plain view. And Haskin and Snell were both arrested after they showed up to the rental as officers were investigating the scene, said Metro Police. And Hoskin allegedly claimed that the marijuana, gun, and related materials all belonged to him. He remains in Metro jail on a $62,500 bond, facing charges including child neglect, child endangerment, possession of marijuana for resale, gun possession in the commission of a dangerous felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia. The mother, Snell, who was also taken into custody and charged with child neglect, child endangerment, she remains in Metro jail on a $12,500 bond. And Metro Police said the child was taken to Vanderbilt Hospital as a precaution, and the Department of Child Services was reportedly called to make custody arrangements. Man, oh man, that's a sad, sad tale. What do you two think about that?
I'm more concerned about the gun and leaving a 1-year-old kid alone. I mean, it doesn't sound like the gun was out there for a kid to just crawl over and get it, but it's still pretty stupid to leave a 1-year-old alone,
I agree with that.
irrespective of anything in that
I
unit.
I totally agree with you on that, because the reality is if they wouldn't have left the child alone, this would never happen. This would never happen to them. The housekeeper would have just went in there and cleaned like normal, and things would have been whoop-de-whoop, every peachy keen, and been moving on to tomorrow.
Well,
That's right. That's right. I say this child dodged a bullet. I'm sorry that this child had to be in this situation with these two super irresponsible human beings who didn't give a fuck about that child. So I think this is a win story. I think they used marijuana just to get clickbait and headlines, but I think how are you leaving a 1-year-old child?
What do you
How are you
think?
leaving them with a gun? That's the thing. Flour, and that was going to be my next question. What was it? Was it 15 pounds of flour versus like edibles? I think parents who leave
flour.
edibles around their children are highly irresponsible as
Yes,
well. Like
100%.
you just they're selfish. It's just like, I'm glad you feel good, but your kid is actually trying to have a childhood and like live an awesome life. So, it's definitely, I'm glad they're gone. Lock them up and throw away.
Damn,
what's
lock them up and
also
throw away the key.
interesting that they take the kid to the hospital. Okay, now,
Yeah.
hang on, because I worked in an emergency room and I've had kids show up that had actually taken drugs that would kill them. Okay.
Yep.
And if somebody showed up and the parent said, "Oh, they got hold of my gummy," we went in the back and kind of chuckled. It's like, okay, do you understand that no human being can eat enough of this stuff to kill themselves? I'm not advocating you do that. The kids probably
No.
had the experience, but taking them to the emergency room like it's that fentanyl case in New York where those idiot fucking people left fentanyl around little children. It's not that. It's the hysteria over this that just is
Well,
continuing.
don't you think, Dale, that
And
they
that's
did that? Don't you think, Dale, that they did that mainly for the police report, and when they take it to the judge, they'll be able to stipulate that they did this, and that just creates to the drama effect in the courtroom?
Well, of course it does, but it's drama. It's not factual. The overdose, the lethal dose for half the population's 1,500 pounds consumed in 15 minutes.
And this was only
So a kid
15
in a
pounds.
house with 15 pounds, it's fucking stupid.
But listen, it is fucking stupid. But listen, here's what we're dealing with right now. You know, being in a state like Texas, we don't have, you know, really legal products unless you have your prescription and you have to get them a certain way, blah, blah, blah. But you can go down the street and get Delta 9 gummies and, you know, Delta 8 gummies and Delta whatever gummies, right, in the gas station. So when you leave, you know, those, even the Delta 9, that is like perfectly, it will never kill you. It can truly harm a child. Unfortunately, there's a person in my circle who left her gummies around and her child got into her gummies and child actually went into a coma, you know? And so it could have been, hey, maybe sugar coma, you know, I don't know, but it is definitely, it's a federal substance, federally controlled substance. And it's just, it was a real big deal. And, you know, my heart goes out to the family and my heart goes out to my friend, but my heart truly goes out to that child, you know, and hoping that that child is, you know,
Hmm.
okay. And I'm sure she is, but it just fucking sucks, man. We got to be
Yeah.
careful and more responsible, I
More
think.
responsible, yes.
Very, very,
Yes.
very true. Definitely, parents, make sure that you are not doing things like this. You definitely have to be responsible. But I just have
Yeah.
one quick question before we wrap it up. Do any of you find it interesting that the headline read as it did, when in reality the 15 pounds of weed were in a trash bag in a closet?
Yeah.
That's
No,
media.
that's no
Yeah,
shocker.
right. Yeah, like that's total,
That's no
total, total,
shocker.
total, total, total clickbait. The kid was not
It's
necessarily
like they got the
around
baby
weed.
sitting on bricks, you know, with the gun and the
Yeah.
chains.
Oh man,
That's like a Vato. Yeah,
like the
come on.
That's right.
like the American Eagle in America Fuck Yeah video.
Yeah. With a
Yeah.
tattoo
Yeah,
of
with
an
a
American
tattoo.
eagle
Yeah,
across his
exact.
chest.
Yeah, that would be pretty tough right there. That would be pretty tough. Oh
Amazing.
man. Oh man. I hope you guys got a good visual. But thank